Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to the rise and fall of K-Swiss. What happened? This should be interesting. I've wore K-Swiss in my time. I've wore the skateboard K-Swiss shoes, and I've wore the all whites. Them all whites hit though. I ain't gonna lie to you, them all whites hit though. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather wear some all white K-Swiss over some Air Force Ones. I'm just saying. Hey man, at least I can wear them bitches for more than one day. That's the least I could say. At least I can carry them bitches for more than one day. But you know, y'all niggas praise brands more than you praise shoes that actually last on your feet. But it is what it is, though. Y'all niggas got y'all priorities fucked up. It's cool, though. Everybody got their own way how they live their life. So live your life how you want to live it. Me personally, I would take some K-Swiss over some Air Force Ones. That's just me. But anyways, though, without further ado, let's get right into this.
Based on the demographics of people who watch this channel, and yeah, I checked guys, you guys are old just like me, just kidding. I think it's fair to say you guys remember going to school and seeing a large percentage of your classmates, at least the cool kids, with these blinding Coke white sneakers on. Now, I'm not trying to say K-Swiss was ever a competitor to Nike or even Adidas, but man, was that the go-to shoe for a minute. I know I'm not alone in wondering, what the hell happened to K-Swiss shoe for a minute?
These right here used to hit, bruh. These all white junks used to hit, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you, they used to hit hard, bruh. Pause. No diddy, but these motherfuckers used to hit, bro. Look how clean these motherfuckers is in some all whites, bruh. Like, bruh, there are so many all white shoes I would rather wear than some Air Force Ones. Like, I would rather wear these. I would rather wear some not Reebok Classics, all whites. I would wear some all white Reebok Classics over some Air Force Ones. That's how shitty Air Force Ones is. That's how overrated they are. But without further ado, let's get right back into this video. Oh, these motherfuckers are so clean, cuz.
I know I'm not alone in wondering, what the hell happened to K-Swiss? To better understand how K-Swiss ever made it to that point, we have to go back all the way to Los Angeles in the 1960s. LA was a city lush with tennis courts and, equally as important, people interested in the sport of tennis. Two of those people happened to be immigrants from Switzerland. Brothers Art and Ernie Brunner moved to LA with big hopes and dreams like most people do. They became fascinated with tennis and realized there was an opportunity to capitalize on the tennis shoe market. And in 1966, they formed K-Swiss right there in LA. The inspiration for the name of the company, if you haven't guessed yet, is their home country of Switzerland. The K in the name stands for Killer California. Sorry, I'll never do that again. But it does stand for California. With a K. I guess they thought it would be dope to use a K instead of a C, but you know how people do that? California Kush, Killer California. Anyways, now allegedly, the two brothers were professional skiers back in their youth growing up in Switzerland, and this, along with their fascination with tennis, informed the design process for the company's very first shoe, the K-Swiss Classic. Released in 1966, the K-Swiss Classic was inspired by the three-piece upper of a 1960 ski boot, which typically featured side bindings and D-ring shoelace systems. These three features combined are important because of the lateral movement of skiing. Your foot constantly pronates left and right. If you look at the toe box of this 1960 ski boot, it looks alarmingly similar to the toe box of a K-Swiss Classic. It's some old ass footwear technology for sure. Speaking of footwear technology, it's time to put you guys up on game on some modern technology. Game brought to you by our sponsor Hefe Lux. These insoles—
Sponsor block, what are you doing?
According to K-Swiss, the Classic debuted at Wimbledon in 1966 and was the first all-leather tennis shoe. At a time when canvas uppers dominated the tennis shoe market, the actual first all-leather tennis shoe was the Adidas Stan Smith a year prior in 1965. For the next decade or so, the K-Swiss Classic would become a favorite among tennis aficionados in country clubs and on tennis courts all around the world. In fact, the sneaker was so popular that K-Swiss didn't have anything else on their catalog in terms of footwear. Just that one silhouette for literally 2 decades. How insane is that? It wouldn't be until 1986 that the Brunner brothers would introduce the follow-up to the Classic, the Stade. Named after a small town in the Swiss Alps, which is a popular destination for avid skiers, the Stade is one of K-Swiss's flagship popular destination for.
Oh, these actually clean though. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. These kind of clean, bro. Hold on, cuz. Yeah, K Swiss, how y'all fall off and y'all have some clean ass shoes though?
Avid skiers, the Stad is one of K-Swiss's flagship models, and to be honest, it kind of looks like a modern day release if you ask me. Something you might find at Ross Dress for Less today, you know what I'm saying? 3 years later, in 1989, would see the release of yet another one of K-Swiss's flagship silhouettes, and personally my favorite, the SI-18.
Bro, these some clean ass designs. I'm not gonna even hold you, bro. These some clean ass designs that they got right here. Obviously, a lot of them emulate like a Jordan 3 or a Jordan 4. They do emulate that shoe but they got their own little thing going on with it though, and I kind of fuck with it though. I really fuck with it though, but these are actually clean.
International. The SI-18 was the first K-Swiss sneaker to use their now patented DR cinch lacing system. Basically, it's a unique lacing system with lace rings that extend all the way to the edge of the wearer's foot. This allows for more stability during the intense lateral movement from when you're playing tennis. Another standout design detail are the flags on the back heel and the tongue tag. Each flag represents one of the 4 host.
Get like a track suit, you know what I'm saying? Get a track suit that can match the shoes. Get you give me like a Milwaukee Bucks track suit. Put these on. Ooh, shit, I'm styling on you niggas.
Countries of the tennis Grand Slam tournaments. The sneaker was retroed in 2014 and has had a ton of collabs that have basically gone unnoticed. Check out these wild Atmos and K-Swiss SI-18s. Or how about the Enmore Harris collab? All in all, I think it's a pretty dope sneaker. It was actually crowned Sneaker of the Year by Footwear Magazine in 1993. That same year, the Brunner brothers sold the company to this man, Stephen B. Nichols. Under new ownership, K-Swiss's marketing was reformed, and thanks to that, the K-Swiss Classic would reach new levels of classic. Pretty much all through the 90s, the K-Swiss Classic became a go-to sneaker for inner-city middle school and high school kids living in the United States. Hell, even I had a pair of K-Swiss Classics back in elementary school before I became a punk rocker. To get a better sense of what it was like for kids in other parts of the country, my brother Nacho and I asked our Sneaker Enthusiast Facebook group if they had any memories of the sneaker. Yo guys, I just want to let you know real quick that this part of the video is going to be very conversational, so if you'd like to skip over it, feel free, but you shouldn't skip over it. It's not that bad. We're going to talk about K-Swiss for the next 5 to 7 minutes. It's going to be fun, but I did just want to give you guys a heads up out of courtesy. So I remember like when I was a kid and you were like a freshman in high school, you were like hella prepper. You used to wear like freaking turtlenecks and like leather jackets, and you would wear the K-Swiss Classic, and you had like 3 stickers of the K-Swiss shield on your door, and even your homies, like everybody in high school wanted a pair.
Yeah, I mean, like it was just an affordable, good-looking sneaker at the time. You know, like I mean, it was always a classic. Like before, like K-Swiss was always big, like in the early '90s, and like from what I remember, you know what I mean. But it was like almost like a budget shoe, almost like the Chuck Taylor. Like everybody, like people wore them with like Dickies and stuff like that. And so it was just a plain Jane looking shoe, but it was nice. It was quality. And it had like the gold little rivets, like the little laces, you know what I mean? And it was a dope shoe in my opinion. But yeah, man, I was heavy on him. Well, let's see what our homies in the Sneaker Enthusiast Facebook group are saying. Keith Bonds wrote in, he said, "Oh my God, the AF1s before the AF1s. This was my go-to shoe for everything. You wanted to impress the baddest chick on campus? You rock these." For me, they were clean, dude. They were like cocaine white. They were dope. I mean, like I said, they look clean, dude, with anything. Like it's such a simple shoe that just doesn't. It's up to me. It's up there with like the Club C, the Air Force One, the all whites. You know what I mean? Like those are like classic, traditional, like all white shoes that just to me will never go out. Well, shout out to Keith for writing in. They were definitely the AF1s before the AF1s, even though the AF1s were before the K-Swiss. Tony Ray Jr. said, "Hell yeah." Ralph Lauren polo fit with some crispy white K-Swiss. That was my whole middle school swag. The same outfits that he's mentioning, that's what I was wearing in high school. Like it was like the polo fleeces and like the Nautica competition fleeces, and they were all like quarter zip, and those were big. And then carpenter jeans, and especially like the Tommy Hilfiger ones. Those was what I was wearing back then.
Our buddy Sam from FDK wrote in, and he had like the complete opposite opinion on these. He said, "Never trust a person who wore these. They also wore long plaid shorts or interstate jeans with Playa 69's football jerseys." Smacking my head. Do any of those things? What comes to mind when you hear Playa's 69 jersey and some K-Swiss?
That's some straight, like, like those little Asian like clothing stores.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I mean, they did. They had the interstate jeans and they had the Player 69. It was it's all that bootleg stuff that they had. But yeah, man. I mean, like the K-Swiss is really classic among the cholos, the street.
Still,
usually, yeah. To this day, they still rock them. You know what I mean? It's just it's their thing.
Shout out to Big Sam for writing in. We'll do one more. Kenneth Aguilar writes. He says, "The Latin thotties in school had these on with white tees, tight denim pants, and their hair always shiny with gel." All the Latinas had these. You remember that? All the girls named Araceli and Anna, they all had a pair of these. Now it's the Air Force One, the beat up Air Force Ones. But back then, during our time, it was the K-Swiss classic. So what exactly happened? A lot of us remember this sneaker as being one of the top sneakers. What happened to K-Swiss? Well, shortly after, despite having some success with the I Wear My K-Swiss marketing campaign, K-Swiss struggled to keep up. A rebranding effort appealing to a more modern female target featuring Anna Kournikova rolled out in 2007, but by then, K-Swiss was already trending downwards. A year later in 2008, K-Swiss was sold to a Taiwanese businessman by the name of Eric Ma, and from 2009 to 2012, the company reported $195 million in losses. The company went through so many changes of ownership over the past decade, it would be so boring to list them all, but know that at one point, even Supra owned K-Swiss. In 2017, K-Swiss tapped famed entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk. Through this partnership, K-Swiss successfully released over 5 signature shoes for Gary Vee and shifted their brand identity to being the sneaker of choice for entrepreneurs. Young, hungry businessmen and women is their new focus, and that's pretty much where they are right now. They're like supposed to be the sneaker for entrepreneurs. But hey, if you'd like to learn more about the history of sneakers or footwear in general, I'll put together this playlist of all the sneaker history videos we've done. It should be here or there. And we've done Jordans, we've done the Converse All-Star, we've done the history of the Reebok Pump, the history of the Adidas Stan Smith, and it's a lot of fun.
Alrighty, man. Anyway, so that just gonna about do it for this one, man. So didn't go really in depth like I thought they was. I thought they was gonna go in depth into why it fell off, but it is what it is. They just did surface level shit. They don't go in depth over here, I guess. But anyways, just go about do it for this one. Most definitely, man. The K-Swiss was K-Swiss was definitely it, bro. Especially they skateboard line. Yo, they skateboard line, they had some heat. K-Swiss skateboard line had some heat, bro. People don't know about K-Swiss skateboard line, bro. Them shoes used to be fire, bro. K-Swiss always been clean, always had smooth little models. Hopefully you younger kids that's going back through our cultural nostalgia and shit like that, hopefully y'all find somewhere in y'all schedule to put K-Swiss back on the market like you've done every damn thing from the 90s to this point. Definitely would love to see K-Swiss come back. And yeah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one. I will see you on the next video. Till then, peace out.